Cuzo.
So today I got, someone from, Cali, Kam Crazy, coming on to the show. I'm about to bring him up. How you doing,
Hey,
Cam?
hey, what's up, man? All is well, man. Thanks for having me, man. I'm over here from the Bay Area, man, making things happen. Shout out to the Chicago connection, man. Pleasure being on.
Yeah, most deaf. So could you tell, the listeners here in Chicago, I know you in Oakland,
Mhm.
Cali, just a little bit about your upbringing, just living in Oakland.
Oh yeah, so I was born in Oakland. I actually moved around a lot. I moved to Silicon Valley. That's kind of where like Google and Apple started and stuff like that. So I was able to see that growing up in the '90s, man. Then I ended up going to Sacramento State, for college. Been out there for a minute. Then I came back to the Bay, man. So kind of like a full circle moment going with that. But definitely been around the West Coast. My family's from LA. My mom is from LA. My pop's from Oakland. So it's a cool, interesting little environment I've been around. You know what I mean? Seeing all both sides of the coin.
Yeah, most deaf. So, like, I know you said you've been in Oakland and around. So, what made you, start getting into the music industry? Like, your inspirations?
Oh man, the most inspiring was it has to be my pops, man. He was a DJ, so he always had music in and out the house. You know what I mean? We washing dishes, we got music playing in the
Yeah,
background. You know what I mean? We got the whole thing driving music. So definitely my parents is the biggest inspiration. Um, as far as like artists, you know what I mean? Definitely growing up, man. Michael Jackson, Tupac, you know what I mean,
yeah,
NWA, all that was like, around the time I'm growing up, seeing all these things happen, like people on stage, Michael Jackson on stage, people falling out crying. Like, I'm like, that's
yeah.
crazy, man. So, yeah, those were some of my inspirations growing up for sure.
About like what age did you, you start, actually taking music serious, or you actually say, I'm gonna go ahead and do it myself?
Oh man, that was actually recently, in 2017, man, when everything really, really hit home, and like I feel like it found me in a sense, you know what I mean? I just started writing, getting my emotions out, and I realized I'm like, man, this is really kind of like a blank canvas for me to really have my emotions and whatever is going on or experiences be put down and like have people feeling, you know what I mean, in a positive way, you know what I mean? And that's when I realized, oh, this is what I'm gonna do. And then ever since then, it's been going up. So it's definitely a passion of mine, and I've been blessed.
Yeah. So, like you said, inspiration 2017.
Hmm.
So, like before 2017, like was you already writing, or was you already like, like I I've been doing it like 3 4 years prior to 2017, or everything just went full throttle in 2017.
Oh, that's a good question, bro. Yeah, no, I actually wrote my first song in like high school. Like, what I mean, I wrote. My cousins was in music. You know what I mean.
Okay.
We wanted to make songs. You had all that LimeWire back then. You could get beats off LimeWire and then put it
Yeah.
on your garage band. And then, yeah, we did that. But I'm saying like professionally, like really doing it 2017. But yeah, for sure, man. I've been doing learning how to rap. First time I touched the stage, I was like 8. You know what I mean? I was doing some little volunteer thing at a YMCA. So it's just, it always was there, but the main thing was basketball back then, you know what I mean? Sports and everything like that was the main thing. But then when music found me, it's when I knew it was home, it was the right thing, you know?
Oh yeah, most deaf. So, like, far as your upcoming projects, I know you got some music already released.
Hmm.
Any tour dates, anything that you're doing, in the near future?
Yeah, man, I got things coming up. My album is gonna be out called Love the Designer. That's gonna be dropping soon, hopefully before January, you know what I mean, the next new year. I actually was just on a TV show called Passport Poppy. So
Okay.
that's gonna be coming out too, man. We'll be on the lookout for that. Man, big things, man. Shows. I was just at the A3C. I know I'm gonna do some stuff in New York and Atlanta again. So look out for those dates. I'm gonna have those on my website. I also was just on the magazine Sapphire Emerald. So shout out to Nismac Marketing and the
Yeah.
Sapphire Emerald, the whole family, man, put me on the cover, man. That was my first big
Yeah.
cover, man. And yeah, yeah. So that's pretty dope, man. Look that up. It's on my website. The website is Kam Crazy KM KRZY.com. So all that good stuff is on there. I keep everybody posted, update on my Instagram, man. KM underscore KRZY. Everything's there, man. All the music, everything to keep updated with me.
Okay. So I know you said you was on the cover of the magazine. How was that? Like when you first got the edition, or did someone like come to you like, "Hey, yo, like I see you on the magazine. Like, what's going on?" Like,
Oh yeah, yeah. So it's crazy. I actually woke up, bro. It was like, dang, I'm on the cover of the magazine. I had to tweet that out. I was like, man, this is crazy. And then people were just excited for me, man. I had to I had to send it out though, but people like, on social media, you know how that is, but it's different when your family see it and call you and tell you, hey man, you really on the cover, man. You really doing it, man. I'm grateful. I'm glad. I'm proud of you. Those are always like, good to hear while you on your journey, man. Because everybody ain't always saying that when doing what you're doing, but it's good to hear those people that's been behind you supporting you, man. Happy to see you win.
the support system, once you know you got the support system behind you, especially family, because that's like
Hmm.
your go-to, especially you in the industry now, so the
Yeah,
public going to be looking at you, and only one you 9 times out of 10, a lot of people only can fall back on their family, for advice, or
yeah,
just for comfort, the comfort zone. So that's
right.
good that your family still, still supporting, still there,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a backbone.
yeah.
um, so far as like your team, it's just you. Do you got a manager? It's like far as like you know that's reaching out, like, oh, you should work with this artist, or because I think you still independent, right?
I'm independent, but I do have a lot of mentors, man. A lot of people behind me. First person, I got Ricardo Scales. He's a pianist out of Oakland. He played with like Prince and stuff like that, Bass Sound Records. You know what I mean? He mentored her, people like that. And Tony Dwayne Wiggins. I did a couple shows with him, man. He's been a great mentor. Also, Hawk Shabazz, man. Hawk Shabazz is an in-your-face film work. A filmmaker. He also was Tupac's manager when Tupac first came out here in Oakland. So he was helping me with managing, getting my CDs out, stuff like that. And then my cousin Chad Montgomery, man, Chad Rico, Golden Gems. He's the lead actor on the TV show that I was on.
Okay.
He's a part of Golden Gems. Released my first single, North Face, with him. So it's just a lot of people in the industry that I've been around, just soaking up game, man, and being a sponge and allowing me to have my own record labels in music and my own publishing and really get it and hustle, get it on my own, man. But it's by seeing these people do it before me, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's the team, and obviously Yolanda Mack who hooked us up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And shout out to her, Sapphire Emma magazine. So the team keeps growing, you know what I mean, as it should, and just continue to move forward.
Yeah, most definitely. You touch bases on like everyone you work with. Is there someone in the industry that you would like to work with that's probably, local there, or, here in Chicago?
Shoot, Chicago, shoot, Chance the Rapper, Kanye West, you know what I mean? Come on,
Yeah.
them the legends, boy. You know what I mean? I mean, shoot, honestly, bro, regardless of who he is, R. Kelly, man, he was the king of
Yeah.
R&B out of Shy. And then, but out here, man, I actually, somebody want to work with Ty Dolla Sign. I actually would like to work with him. I think our music will mesh, man. That would be a cool person to collab with and pick his brain in the studio, stuff like that.
Yeah, most definitely. Is there anyone that you work with that's you already know?
Yeah, it's a couple people. Just being in the industry, you run into people, man. Like the first
Yeah.
time I performed my song North Face was on with YG and in Compton at the Compton backpack swap meet. Um, met I Am Sue at a Grammy meeting. I don't know if you know who I Am Sue is, but
Uh,
he was a cool, cool energy. Him and his mom, they're really cool people. Um, yeah, man, and just meeting more and more people. But the biggest thing is just when you have those conversations with them, man, is to pick their brain and see how you can apply it to your stuff.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's what
most
anything. That's what sports. That's what music. That's what life. So yeah, man,
yeah,
it's always
most
a pleasure.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah. Taking their brain, learning the ins and out, because they might like I tell everyone, like, we can have a conversation, right? For like just say like 4 hours, right? Out of this 4 hours, probably like 2 hours in, someone's like, oh, this what I'm interested in. Now they tune in, they locked in, they
yeah,
focus. So just being around them is a blessing. It's not
yeah,
even so much like how most individuals be looking, like, oh, this, that, and the third. It's just more like you get in the circle, you get to learn the ins and out, and then who knows? Like now, he hitting you up like, hey, I need
Right.
you for a feature, or she hitting you up like, hey, I need you for a feature. It's not so much like you using it, it's just like networking it and building
Hmm.
a, as we say, like friendship, but you know,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
actually
personality.
yeah, you
Yeah.
actually tuning in, locking in with them. That's what we
Hmm.
typically say here. We're gonna lock in or lock you
Hmm.
in, things in that nature. Far as the music, I know you said Atlanta and New
Hmm.
York. What about, did you have any shows like in, I know of course there locally, but far as like Miami, do you
Oh,
plan on coming to Chicago?
man, yeah, all that, man. You know, I mean, I do actually have a show on November 4th too. It just came to my head, bro. Open up for the road. That's gonna be in San Jose at Liquid. So that's November 4th, man. Anybody in Cali want to do that? Let's do that. Yeah, as far as like the outside, you know, we still getting all the numbers right and coming out, but I know about to have a whole tour, man. And once I get all those cities in there, I'm gonna post it on my website, make sure everybody knows exactly where I'm gonna be at, because I know that's, you know, everybody wants to know. But it's like, you know, I want to make sure I got the dates right for all these places. But definitely Chicago, New York, Charlotte, Atlanta. You know what I mean? I'm coming to all them places, man. So, you know,
Yeah,
look out for me. You know, we making this happen for real.
yeah, most definitely.
Oh
Cause
yeah,
I
Africa
was
too.
listening to the music and I was
Hmm.
like, yo, like, yeah, I have to rock with it. Like,
Oh yeah. What?
definitely, yeah, love
Yeah.
on everything. So, I was like, man, it's so many artists. So it's like, man, like it's like everyone has their own, sound, but
Yeah.
that's what make the music. And like in the boxing world, they was like, hey, that's what make fights. You got two different styles or multiple
Hmm.
styles. So that's what's up on everything. But we was rocking to the music, man, my wife,
Oh.
kids,
Oh yeah,
and they
man. I
was like,
appreciate
"Oh,
that.
they was like, who's that? Is he from Chicago?" I'm like, "Oh no, he's from Cali." And then it was like, "Oh, you know people in California?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Oakland." So it was
Yeah.
more like that. They was like, "Man, hold on, when did he go to Cali or Oakland?"
Right.
So they trying to
Right.
figure out, as kids, bro. So it's
Yeah.
more of that. Far as that, like on your upcoming project, like, do
Hmm.
you have like a favorite track?
Oh man, yeah. Actually, I do. It's a couple upcoming projects that I have, man. But and you know, this song called Rum Shake is one of the bangers. This one's gonna be on the TV show as well. So that's one of them you guys are gonna hear soon. But as far as the designer, the one that I'm rocking with right now is called You Know They Know. So you know the videos is coming soon for those projects, man. It's a, you know, bear with me, man. You know, I want to give you all the dates and stuff, but you know, it's better to just make sure people just get
Yeah,
it when they get it. You know what I mean? Because it's
yeah,
like, hey, it's a lot going on, but man, it's coming.
yeah. So like when you in the studio,
Hmm.
like what's the thought process, like before you land a track or when you hear, the melodies, like do you dictate like, all right, like do you visualize like this how I want the song, this how I want it to be? Because going in, you hearing it and then
Hmm.
you get a visual of like, okay, this how I kind of got the sense of like this how I want this song or this track to go.
Oh yeah, so me, each studio session is a different situation. To be honest with you, it just kind of depends on what's going on. But like you know, with Clooney, who's one of my engineers, man, he makes the beats from scratch and stuff like that. And you know, I literally get in there, he starts hitting the beats, hitting the airway, and then I feel I have to see the vision. Like the vision is either, you know, a party or me at a festival or a club. Once I see that vision, that's when I tap into writing and I start thinking, okay, how I want everybody to move, how am I moving, how am I feeling, you know what I mean? Because I have to feel it too, in order for y'all to feel it. So it's like, okay, then it starts coming down to the metaphors and topics and, you know, okay, what's going on in the world currently? How am I feeling currently? How do I add that into here? So it's a whole thought process, but being able to focus in and just enjoy it, also have fun with it. That's what a lot of people forget. Hey, this is fun too. You know what I mean? So really have fun with the beat and ride it. So that's how I do it. I know everybody has their own little ways of making music, but you know me, I really go off the vibes. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody have their own thought, their own process,
Hmm.
sometimes you gotta get turned up in the studio to do like,
Yeah.
you know. So I've been in the studio with a few artists myself and like it'd be all dry, and then they was like, "Man, nah, I can't do it like this. Hey, go get this for me, bring
Yeah,
this back." And next thing
it
you know,
depends.
you in there like you think you about to be in there like, I'm gonna just say like an hour or two. Next thing you know,
Mm,
you look up, you in there 10, 12 hours. You
yep.
like, "Oh, hold on. That's a
Hmm.
half a day. Like it's time to go."
Yeah.
But you vibing. So and then
Hmm.
sometimes they just using the energy that's off the individuals, within the studio. So if everybody just sitting
Hmm.
like this, everybody in their phone, you feel
Hmm.
me? So it is like, yeah, it's too dry. It's too dry. Let's turn
Yeah,
up.
yeah, it's tight, and that's what I'm saying. Like each studio session is different, because like when you in there with nobody, you gotta handle the
Yeah,
business. You know what I mean? But that does show off in the music, like what type of music you're making. But man, at the end of the day, it's all vibes. It's all good. You know what I mean? It's a blessing to be in the studio making music. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
not everybody can do that.
yeah. Most definitely, everybody
Hmm.
can't do it. I mean, you see time and time like someone just going up and then some bad happens. Like, dang, that's the only thing I sit back and I look like, yeah, he on the come up, he doing his
Hmm.
thing, and then it's like you like, damn, hold on, too much good stuff. Like, you start thinking like, oh, something bad about to happen. It's sad to
Uh.
say, especially here in Chicago, like,
Hmm.
we love, certain local artists that, a lot of the world don't even get to hear. And then next thing you know, you're like, oh, this happened, that happened.
Man,
So the worst. So that's why
it's
we
like,
always say we stay out the way up here. Like we stand
yeah,
out the
yeah,
way.
yeah.
But sometimes staying out the way is not staying out the way is,
Yeah.
how
No,
we
it's for
think.
sure. It's for sure that yin
Yeah,
and yang. Like, there's always gonna be yin and yang.
yeah,
There's always gonna be good and bad. But God got a plan for everybody, man. And as long as living your life right, bro, and just doing the best person you can be, I'll be the best Cam I could be. It's the sky's the limit. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
just try to stay out the way. That's all you can really do.
Yeah, most definitely.
Hmm.
Far as I know, you in Oakland. Um,
Hmm.
so when you do get your dates and everything, I know you said you gonna update it on your website, whatever.
Hmm.
Um, Far as like did any other artists like that's in the industry reached out or you know that's in I don't know your age, but I'm in my mid 30s. Um, like have any of those artists like reached out or they're like, hey, yeah, I rented or I tapped in, I came across your song.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so bigger artists like E40. So my mentor is Hawk Shabazz, so he's been around a lot of these artists. So E40 Too Short, you know what I mean? Had conversation with them. Little B reached out, wanted to do a song with me.
Okay.
So it's that's what I'm saying. It's really just about networking and being you who you are. And then I feel like when that happens, that's when they come. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then you start collabing and stuff like that. And then when you collab, hopefully it takes legs, and then things got to get cleared on their side and stuff. All type of things got to go on. But as long as you doing you, they gonna come to you, man. As long as you making good music and doing the best thing you can do, they gonna come to you. I feel like, and that's what I've been seeing. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
most definitely, most definitely. And that's the whole thing. You know, just having someone that already been in the industry
yeah,
that you to go, not so much go back to, but you to ask questions like, "Hey, they came to me with this. How would you do it?" You see what I'm saying? So they give
yeah,
you, the right advice, opposed to like, "Oh, no, don't do that," or "You should do this,"
mm-hmm,
things in that nature. Because now you be hearing like a lot of artists like, "I signed this deal and it was a
mm-hmm,
bogus deal and it didn't fit," or you forced to do something, as far
yeah,
as it's out of your character, things like that. So I
yeah.
think
Read
like
them
the
contracts.
independent run is like, man, if you
Yeah,
stay independent as long as you can and it's working, I say go for it.
yeah,
Because like certain artists here, like locally, like we'll see them independent. We like, oh yeah, we like that music, we like that music. And then it's like they are signed, and then it's like, man, we want more of it. And then when they do drop, it's like, oh, like
yeah.
you rocking with it, but it's like, man, you wanted that like 6 months ago, 8 months
Yeah.
ago, opposed
Something
to like when
missing.
they was independent, they was just giving it to us, giving it to us.
Yeah.
So
Now they on
that's
a
that's
now they
the
on a deadline and the schedule. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that's how it go, bro. But hey, don't get me wrong. Like I'm not against people who are signed either. I know all that has to be right as long as your contract is right. And make sure, man, when you get those contracts, have a lawyer look at it with the
Yeah,
lawyer, break it down. If you don't know something, really ask them, because that's really what it is, and that's what I'm realizing too. It's like, we can get these contracts, and you see the number, you like, okay, cool, bang, run that up.
yeah,
It's like, nah, bro, they taking 80% of your publishing, and now you only getting money off your shows, and then you ain't got that many shows. Now you open. It's like, hold
yeah,
on, really break that down. And that's the thing. It's a negotiation.
yeah,
I mean, really negotiating and learn how to negotiate within those numbers. And that's what I could really say about, that type of stuff. And that helps you stay independent. But in order to do that, you gotta research your stuff though. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Just being, oh, I'm independent, and it's like, okay, but do you know what you're doing? Do you know what you're talking about? Do you know how to handle a contract? You know what I mean? Do you know how to
yeah,
get a lawyer to entertainment lawyer to look over your stuff to stay independent? Or do you want to just sign and have somebody take over? And I can understand that too. It's like, I don't want to do this. Go ahead, y'all take care of that, and then you
right,
just pay them through your whatever. But it's all choices. You know what I mean?
yeah. So, like, how would you describe your style? Like, your style of
hmm
music?
Oh yeah, I'm alternative hip hop. Definitely a melodic thing going on. Still some rugged hip hop like the last album, Crazy Modern Life. That was more of a rap, hip hop thing. But this next one is gonna be more alternative, more melodic. Like a Don Toliver type of feel. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, that's how I would describe it.
I'ma prove that I ain't gay when I'm at your mama's house tonight, hiding up under the bed and put this dick in her mouth.
Hercules, Hercules. Now I got what you need. Got you bending on your knee. You know I got what you need. Yeah, I got what you need. Little shawty come through. Got what you need. Wanna slide in my coupe. Got what you need. Ooh, ooh.
Break up. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to wake up. I just want the paper. The paper. Niggas need to wake up.
Yeah. See, I do this for the love, others do it for the fake. On stage, I rock a show, then I make a patty cake. I hit it on the road, I be in there at a state. Yeah, I know my heart cold, and ain't wanna play. See my vision never dim, cause I see the light. Hit Charles Krug, got some wine, caught a flight. I been in the flow, you be checking on your pace. They keep trying to take me, get my soul, they could wait. Got the code, and I got the cash to the safe. We used to have to pay for this shit. In town on my shoulders, had to
Okay, okay. So, like, could you like, I know you said your biggest influence and things like that. Like right now, what style of music or type of music you listen to?
Um, right now, wait, I just got done listening to Ray Shrimmer.
Oh,
The
okay.
album, that album, people ain't even talking about that album. That album slept on right now, man. I rock that song, Tanisha. That song going crazy. But that's the type of BPM and beat that I'm rocking with right now. Kind of like the house music going. You know what I mean, with the rap. I feel like that genre is kind of coming to its own right now, especially in festivals and in big arenas and stuff like that. That stuff hitting going crazy to me. So yeah, that house joint.
Yeah, most definitely. So
hmm
when you making your music, pretty much like what do you want the people to get from it when they listening to it?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Man, it's each song different. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So I want something different from each song. But in the main thing is the intention. The intention is to make you feel good. That's the intention. You know
yeah,
what I mean? It's like either you could be in a whip, about to go to the store. I want to make you feel good. You could
yeah,
be on stage. I'm on stage, and you listen to make you feel good. You know what I mean? And jump up and down, clapping, screaming. That's my intention with every song. Is to, hey man, every time you put on some Cam Crazy, but I'm good. I'm in my bag. I'm my energy. Let's get turned. Let's get the alcohol.
yeah,
Whatever you feeling, man. Let's do it. That's what I want to
yeah.
do with each song.
And then like how did you come about your name, like Kam Crazy? Because you took the
Oh
A out. I'm looking like, okay, he spelled it unique. Because everybody asked
yeah.
me like, why did I spell Cuzo with one Z? I'm like,
Oh
because if I put two Z's, that's normal. So if I take one Z out, they
yeah.
was like, oh, you spelled it wrong. I'm like, nah, it was intentional. Like
Right. Right.
Fabulous.
Right.
You spell it unique
Yeah.
way.
separate you from the pack. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But that's part of it too. But Kam Krzy. So Cam is my name, Cameron, and just cut off KM, and then KRZY is actually an acronym, which means keep rising to zenith year. Now, zenith year is the pinnacle of your life, the climax of your life, the most successful you can be, and that's what we choose. That's what we're doing. Rising to our zenith year in this world. So that's what the whole name is behind. So it's a little acronym. So yeah,
Okay, okay. I would never guess that. I thought
yeah, I
maybe you
know.
just took A out for a reason.
Yeah. It's
So
an
like,
acronym.
could you just walk us through like a typical day that Cam would go to? Like
Oh,
just a
okay.
regular old day, like nothing special, nothing spectacular, like the ins and out.
Oh yeah, I'm a foodie, bro. I gotta have some good food. Let's keep this lit. You know what I mean? I gotta have my seafood. I wake up, man. Some pancakes. You know what I mean? I got the kids. We take the kids out. To the park. Have fun with them. Play some Smash Brothers. The kids love Smash Brothers. We be playing that. You know what I mean? And then get some good food, man. Come back. Probably make some music, write something. You know what I mean? I gotta stay on the P's and Q's. And then just enjoy on a regular day, man. The family, man, and get that rest in because other than that, I'm on the road. You know what I mean? Going to these different places, but God is good, man. I'm blessed.
Yeah, most definitely. I know you said going on, on the road and
Yeah,
different shows. Like, a question about to come.
yeah.
Like, what's the most like memorable performance or show or something that happened so far, like at a show for you?
Okay. The most memorable, man. Let me really think about that one.
Like, it's just like, I remember one viral moment. Like, a girl got
Uh-huh.
Drake tatted on her forehead. Like,
Oh,
and,
okay.
Drake was teed off, not at her, but at the tattoo artist. Like, why would you do something like that? Like, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think one of the craziest ones. I mean, I guess, yeah, girl flashing, like,
Oh,
like,
flash.
yeah, that's crazy. When you're on stage, you should go, oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Just keep going doing your thing. But that was the most craziest thing that I've seen. That was at Ace of Spades in Sacramento. That was pretty crazy. But it was a cool little turnout. But
All
yeah.
right. So, like, when you live perform, like, what's your favorite, thing about performing live opposed to being in the studio?
Oh, yeah, my favorite thing about that is seeing the energy, bro, and seeing people really react to your music. Like, you know what I mean? That's the test right there. When you on stage and you got the people right in your face and they don't know what song this is, but that 808 hit or that beat hit and you rapping and you see these people jumping and going crazy, man. That's one of the most fulfilling things on stage, man. That gives you energy to do more, do. So that's like to me, that's kind of like that's game time. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
practice for all these things like in sports and basketball. You practice. That's cool. That's cool. You practice on stage, but once you get in the game, you got that crowd in front of you. It's a whole different thing. So that's the fun part.
Yeah, most definitely. So, like, do you got like are you gonna have in the near future, or do you already have like any merchandise that fans can go purchase to support, or just to show you like, okay, we actually rock with them?
Oh yeah. So on the website, there's Cam Av hoodies. It's getting cold, so y'all can get some Cam Av hoodies. It's on the website. That's for my EP that I dropped called Cam Av. Um, we also have more clothing coming on. I have these Kam Crazy jackets that I'm going to be dropping soon, and then I have a collab uh, with a collection collab, and that's going to be on the website. It's on my Instagram, everything like that. They have sweatshirts, shirts, and hoodies, man, and that's honoring my album that I dropped, Cam Crazy, Cam Av. I'm sorry,
Okay.
Crazy Modern Life. Yeah, that one is on a website too as well, man. You can get those. So yeah, all that is will help support, man, and you can wear those and rock those.
Oh, okay, most definitely. Is there like anything else you want to share, with the listeners at the moment?
Okay, yeah, man. If you in Cali, man, come to the Liquid, man, in San Jose. I'll be rocking that show on November 4th. Look out for Love the Designer. That's coming out hopefully, before the end or the beginning of this year. And man, you just keep rocking with me. You can find me at Cam_KRZY, man. Follow me, I'll follow you back, man. And just enjoy, man. Enjoy the journey with me.
Okay, most definitely, most definitely. And I'd like to thank you for coming on the show. I know
Okay.
it's kind of early there because it's
I
like
know.
afternoon, well, almost afternoon here. I know you like 2 hours back.
Oh
A
yeah,
lot of people just don't know. Like they was like, oh, he stood me up. It's not even so much stooding them up. It's just like the time frame is like
yeah. Hmm.
you gotta understand. Like I understand a lot. Like it might be okay for me, but it might be a crazy hour in the morning for you. Was like, oh nah, I just
Yeah.
came, back from the studio or things like that.
Yeah,
So
no, it's all good, brother, man. I appreciate you for having me on, man. Like this is the type of thing we need to do as brothers with color, man. Reaching
oh
out
yeah,
different areas, man. Come on, now it's bigger than what we doing. You know what I mean? So for sure, thank you for having me, man.
yeah, most definitely, most definitely.
Yeah.
Huzzah!